what the tiebreakers look like.
5 seconds remaining.
We can switch back.
So OG versus Vici Gaming, best of one. Whoever wins is going to be
Team
in,
pick.
and they don't have to worry about the rest of these tiebreakers. All of these other teams have to stick around for the long haul.
Can you imagine, like, whoever
As
wins
will
gets
we.
seeded into this Vici versus... technically, they have one more win. Then we'd have a 6-way tiebreaker. That'd be mega hype.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm not sure about mega hype, William.
I mean, I'm in. More Dota.
5 seconds remaining.
Genuinely.
More best of ones.
It's going to be a rough day for us.
I mean, I would be
but I'm
fine with
okay.
it as well if it was like, oh, gee, maybe that's what the extra day is for tomorrow.
Mhm.
The break day isn't really a break day. It's a tiebreaker day. All right. Nyx Assassin first pick for TNC. You weren't really a believer in this until you saw Jabs play it.
Yeah, he was insane.
Dire
So
team
just you wait until you see Tim's Nyx Assassin.
By the way, I wanted to mention, like, Cuckoo does not like to play traditional 5 positions. We've seen him so far on, like, more farm heavy, something that can split push a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what option he decides to go for this game. But
So you think
Optic-
it's similar to the way you said some other teams are
10
running that
seconds
greedier, like
remaining.
double fours, basically.
I haven't been able to
5
catch
seconds
any Optic
remaining.
games because we have been exclusively on Group B. Our group
We
was
did some panel.
perfect. Yeah, but
We did some panel.
That's
Did
true.
you not see any Optic games there?
I don't think so.
TNC's
Our group was perfect, by the way. Our group didn't mess up anything.
No.
We went 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
Perfect.
0.
0. Good old Pain Gaming.
Our group went perfectly. Group A just had to go and
Dire
They screwed
team
everything
back.
up for everybody.
yeah, they went insane while we were looking. But let's see what ends up happening. The Bat Rider is going to be the pickup of choice. Nice against the Tiny when it comes to churn rate. But
Not so nice.
Yeah, the Lasso does like nothing.
Lasso does not last very long.
10 seconds
Lasso
remaining.
does nothing.
5 seconds remaining.
So that will be
TNC's
our Sam
turn
H
to
hero.
ban. Dire team
Feels
back.
like quintessential pickups for both. Feel like Tim's has played a lot of Nyx Assassin, and Sam H definitely played a lot of Bat Rider.
PL is banned. One of the best heroes against the Bat Rider.
10 seconds remaining.
Just because Bat Rider can't really do anything to pressure in that lane.
5 seconds.
It's like one of
remaining.
the best meta heroes that deals with it 1v1, right?
Yeah. Let us see, though.
I feel like you're probably, you feel a bit
TNC's
pressured if
turn
you're
to
Optic,
ban.
that this is going to be a dual lane of Nyx Assassin and Bat Rider.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do? Because I'm not sure if Tiny Witch Doctor really beats that outright. So do you try and get another support to shore that up, or do you try and run an aggro dual lane of your own?
10 seconds remaining.
On the side of TNC,
No,
5
Optic.
seconds remaining.
Because I look at TNC and I say,
you
that's,
see, okay, Nick's Bat off.
yeah, that could be an aggro dual lane.
Aren't you
right?
okay as Witch Doctor +1?
You
Depending
think
on
that's
what
fine?
the hero is.
I mean, I thought it was going to be Tiny safe lane.
Hmm. You might have to adjust based on this
Yeah.
and put the Tiny in the off lane. But they've banned...
Dire team
If you notice TNC, it seems like they really wanted this Bat. Because they banned out the Life Stealer. And the
Yeah.
PL's gone.
So maybe they feel like it's just their winning hero.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Did Optic beat TNC in the groups?
That's a good
10
I'm judging by the
seconds
pregame
remaining.
talk they did.
Optic lost
5
to
seconds
Liquid,
remaining.
OG, and
They beat
Keen.
TNC.
So they beat TNC, yes.
Yeah.
We're not going to be able to give you a whole lot of history on these matches, boys. I apologize for that, but it's the nature of us not doing any of Group A and all of a sudden doing tiebreakers for this group.
TNC's turn.
We're your like emergency casters.
Yeah.
I hope we suffice. But Abaddon is going to be the pickup for Optic. They needed something to break the lasso, and they got it.
Dire team pick.
And that is instantly going to be counterpicked by a Razor.
It seems like they're just counterpick for counterpicking right now.
Yeah.
So
Nyx or Bat Rider against the Tiny, Razor versus the Abaddon. And this trend may continue into the 4th pick.
10 seconds remaining.
Optic need a 4 hero that's going to dominate.
5 seconds remaining.
Tusk is still out in the pool. Earth Spirit's still out in the pool. Earthshaker is still there.
Shaker's okay-ish. I would have said Clockwork's alright too, but
Clock against Bat.
that's the annoying part.
Yeah.
You can really pressure the 4, but it's good against the 3, but it's good against the other heroes. Then you would have 3 melee heroes. Which I don't think you want against Bat Rider.
You know what I was going to say is Skywrath Mage, 4 position, but you've got a Nyx Assassin, so that doesn't work.
Plus Razor blows you up every time he sees you.
Yeah. I think it was Optic who did that, right?
TNC's turn
They
to
were doing Sky a while back.
So they take Luna, and Terrorblade's banned. So this is not a bad Luna game.
But what about Morphling? That hero's good versus Luna, right?
You could do
10
the dual
seconds
Razor,
remaining.
the Razor on
5
Razor.
seconds remaining.
If you pick Morph. They might just do something standard though and pick something like Jug. Looks like it's going to be a mid-tiny. I'd
Dire
imagine.
team ban.
Rubik.
Rubik versus Abaddon. Always feels good. Luna. Highly likely you can steal Eclipse at least once this game, if not many times.
Yeah, plus the defensive aura.
Yeah.
It's nice against the Eclipse.
That's a good point.
You shave off a percentage
10
of each one of those
seconds
hits.
remaining.
You know, I'm not so sure about this Luna. I mean,
5
with the
seconds
Abaddon it looks
remaining.
okay, but I don't think Nyx and Razor are that bad versus Luna.
Hey, you're going to get Hurricane Pike. And then it's going to be fine against either of them though.
Oh, okay.
I think
But
that's,
what happens later on, like this Razor just approaches you with BKB?
well, Luna will... Come on, Austin. Luna will also hopefully have BKB at that point.
Yeah, but he's going to get static linked.
Okay.
So he's going to take your physical damage.
So he's going to just...
You
he's
can't do
gonna-
any magic damage.
All right, here's what's going to happen at some point in
Okay.
this game. The Tiny
Uh-huh.
is going to toss the Luna away from the static link.
TNC's turn to ban.
I bet you didn't
All
think
right.
of that.
I
You,
did, I did not think of
you
that.
smug dick.
You got me
All right,
in this game of chess.
so TNC...
Lena. And Ags Lena versus the Luna.
They still need what is
Sniper?
likely a mid-hero.
10
What about
seconds
Sniper?
remaining.
Oh, I'm...
Sniper. Oh, there's
Stop
a
saying
tiny. There's a tiny, but
5
Sniper.
seconds remaining.
Stop saying it like that. I don't like that. I'm too tired for this.
I like how you were excited about the thought at first, and then I just kind of annoyed you away from the pick.
TNC's turn
I was
to
honestly
pick.
kind of okay with it. Then you just kept saying it like that.
Lone
Now I don't want to see
Druid.
it.
How about Lone Druid?
Not certain. You know what your matchup's going to be, though. You know it's going to be the Tiny.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds
I mean, maybe.
remaining.
Optic might do some wild shenanigans, put like a bad mid and then switch up the
Dire team
tiny into some sort of aggro lane or something. Oh, they do a quap. All right. That works. It's kind of like the Lena, and then it provides this nice big pure damage nuke.
There's not a whole lot of disable on the side of Optic either.
Still going to be threatened by the tiny.
Maybe now you take her spirit.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Or is it a 4-position Tiny, and they're going to last pick a CCNC hero?
I mean, that's what they thought with the Viper ban. Maybe well, these heroes are banned. No OD.
Yeah, everything's just banned, or there's a Nyx on the other side.
Oh, SF.
They take Shadow Fate. So that is indeed what they do. It is a 4-position Zai Tiny. And they give CCNC the absolute last pick. When you give somebody the absolute last pick, you are expecting for this hero to win the game for you. We will see if that is the case.
I mean, it feels like him and Pycat are kind of on equal grounds in the fact that they're heroes, but can both kind of carry this game, right?
They're both BKB godlike mode heroes
Yeah.
in this game. It's quite effective here.
Meanwhile, TNC, their objective of the game is just to play super fast, right? Kill, kill, kill. Keep the Luna down. Keep the SF down.
Yes, sir. All right, we're into the game, guys. Game 1 of 1. Will they get the revenge? Are you guys gonna root for resident Twitch memer CCNC? That guy lives in Twitch chats.
Yeah, that guy's
He's one of
probably in
you.
Twitch chat right now.
Yeah, his name is Pepe Hands.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna go back. He's one of those guys who goes back through the VODs and watches the Twitch chat.
Yes.
I didn't know there was people who did that until probably like a year or two ago at the summit.
Oh, did you find out that Bulba did it or something?
Yeah,
Was it actually?
it was actually Bulba.
Apparently Miracle does it too. A lot of players, I think, do it. They like reading about themselves. Who knew?
They like seeing CCNC PogChamp.
Yeah. All right. So both teams are smoked on very opposite ends of the map.
And both teams going to get some very aggressive wards down.
All the lanes should be pretty straightforward
30
here.
seconds to battle.
Nothing too crazy.
Quamp doesn't do as well against SF as she used to, right?
It's a little bit odd because the SF does win the lane, but for Quap, if you just get one gank, the lane becomes very difficult for
The
SF.
battle begins.
You don't need a big lead. If this Nyx assassin comes in, stuns once, Tims can just win the lane for the Queen of Pain.
Optic Zai is going to go for a courier snipe. You know he wants it. He's going to load up on a big tree.
Even place the ward. Raven, I think they thought there was going to be some lane shenanigans.
Yeah.
That Optic was going to...
Wait. They just got spotted. Zai got spotted by Raven, I think. Nope. Okay. He's got the tree. He's going to spot the courier, tosses the tree, kills it.
Has been killed.
Raven's like, what the hell?
This just ruined Raven's game too. 'Cause
Yes.
He's just walking around and around. It has been a minute. He has no XP. Even if they swap lanes at this point, it's been had. This Abaddon's about to be level 2 for free.
And it's a safe lane Abaddon, so Razor won't be nearly as effective as he normally would be against this hero.
I thought Raven saw him for a sec.
Yeah, I thought so too.
So I just chucked it at it. That's the victory cigar.
Well, our mid lane is the only even lane right now, as in both heroes got to sit in their lane the entire time, and right now the Quap is suffering a little. Oh, never mind. He's 5 and 4 compared to the 4 and 2 of CCNC.
No, that's fine.
That
that's
changes pretty
kind of
quickly.
technically an SF winning.
He went from 2 and 4 to 5 and 4 like instantly.
It's because the wave was pushing into him, Austin.
Ah.
But CCNC is doing quite well.
I mean, he's going to continue to do quite well because he's got access to regen.
Yeah. He's owning right now.
Our Quap has
She
no
can't
courier.
Get any regen. This complicates the lane even further because the Queen of Pain already struggles in this lane.
Increased damage on the raises, right?
Yeah.
Really threatens you. Oh, nice nice hit there. Gonna get a little bit of damage on Peter Pan Dam.
It's still a skill matchup though. Like the Queen of Pain can win, but the SF is slightly favored from my understanding of.
Another Shadow Strike on CCNC. Armel doing what he can to push him back. What rune is that? Oh! Oh, and a first blood. Bottom lane. Sam H ended up going down for Selemene.
And Cuckoo's gonna come to try to help. I can't believe he got that regen rune. That is. I don't know what that is. Like karma?
I was about to say, is that justice? Is that karma?
I don't know if that is. But
I mean, it's karma for the mid laner because he had his courier snipe, but it also undoes Optic's advantage that they were supposed to do. Oh, hey, look. There's another courier. Man, if Zai was already over there and he sniped the courier again before he was in flying form,
that would be
tilt central.
There's no way that happens though. Oh no.
It's flying now.
Okay. Get out of there.
Abort mission, Zai. They switched up the lanes. Abaddon is bottom lane with a Bat Rider now. Cuckoo gonna go for the telekinesis toss back on the SF. Zai, meanwhile, doesn't actually have toss, so he can't really threaten the Rubik all that much. 33 going to be run up underneath the tower by the Bat Rider, but a Photic Shield removing the sticky napalm stacks makes it pretty easy for him to survive.
This is a level 4 Abaddon. And Raven is going to swap lanes once again. They're trying to really get the right lane configuration, but this is going to hurt the Bat Rider so much.
Yeah, like,
he's got to run all the way up there. He's got TP.
Most of the time when we see this, the teams just end up accepting the lanes at some point in time. Like the team who always has to be the one making the swap.
Not TNC, though.
Not TNC, though. They're fully committed. They're going to make this happen. And I guess if everybody ends up kind of under-leveled,
yes,
it does mean that the quap...
It's all relative to a game, right?
Yeah. All right. TNC have the lanes that they want. They have their tri-lane versus the Abaddon. They've got the Bat Rider Nyx against the Luna. Let's see how long it takes for Optic to switch things. Oh, they know about this.
Radiant.
I don't know how they know about this, Tiny Inches. Probably from the Rune Ward that they have. Nice long static link on 33, and he might actually die here. Yeah, he's going to be run down. They have the vision. Couldn't give him the miscoil opportunity either. You saw that Raven just made sure that he got a little bit of extra damage before finishing him off with one big blow.
Zero opportunity to survive there. Meanwhile, up at top lane, Zai holding them back.
Armel is beasting it right now in Denies. He's got 11 Denies, thanks in large part to the Rubik and his presence in lane earlier. Nice double stun from Tims. He still has a spike carapace as well. Not going to be able to get it off against the big nukes, though.
Both offlaners going down. You are correct. I think this mid lane is still fine. CCNC is doing more than okay, despite the help of the Rubik. The Rubik was there for like 2 waves.
Yeah.
But CCNC still keeping up.
Big thing is that he hasn't died, so he hasn't lost his souls, right? So he's still keeping up. Cuckoo is going to try and make that happen, though.
We are also considering the fact that he found that regen.
Yeah.
That was mana from heaven.
It certainly was. Zai is creeping in on this quap. She is super low, and the double raise would almost be enough to finish her. If they could just get an avalanche, it'd be close enough. Zai's going to go for it now, threatening Armel, but Nyx Assassin is here, complete whiff. And the Rubik backed up as well, kind of at the wrong time. Meanwhile, the Abaddon does get run down by Raven, just got the static link on him and kept up. It's why they so badly want to be able to have this laning phase.
Lift.
Telekinesis, pull back. Armel needs to be able to heal a little bit more before committing to a fight. So can't really go for that kill.
Did you say she was super low?
Armel?
Yeah, she had like 600 health, man.
What?
He ain't gonna die.
He had 200 health.
Earlier. No, he was fine. He was fine.
Oh, I mean, just like a double raise, right?
Yeah.
I
He was
mean,
in kill
overall, it's a squishy hero, right?
Do you see this like planetary orbit of illusion tinies?
Yeah, I don't know. Is Zai just trying to get in CC and
CCNC's ping. He's like, dude, what are you doing?
You gotta get this off of me, dude.
I thought it was kind of cute. It was like you had your own version of Wisp Balls. You got like these giant stones. As the jump is here, CCNC, he's got to juke this stun.
Stun does land, but they've given up on the kill. Tims starts backing it out. Does have the spike carapace.
And PPD is going to
Get him, little tinies. Okay, pop the magic wand. He's good. He's good. He's good. Another avalanche. Nails the quap. A lot of damage, but a blink back to safety. There's a lot of attempts at kills, but no one's actually getting them unless it's on the offlaners. Standard offlane life, I guess.
Yeah, both offlaners have had it rough. But they swapped again.
Will Sam H run to the bottom lane? Because he can't TP. He'll
Don't
just
do
be
it, Sam
followed.
H. Just stay.
And they can actually just jungle Pycat. They don't need to move him down to the bottom lane. Razor's going to start sealing all the damage from Zai and start applying it on to Peter Pandan. Peter's going to take a lot of damage, but will survive, just 20 HP.
Barely gets
Pycat
out.
threatening him, does have an Eclipse if necessary.
Thought he could find the angle for a second. But this Razor does a lot of damage. You got to be careful.
right, Sam H. The deep sigh.
They're doing it again.
Accepts. Oh,
They're doing it again.
They really are.
They refuse.
Razor at the top lane. They're going to try and use the Bat Rider to help them kill the Abaddon. He's so close to his level 6. If he gets this range creep, he will get it. Oh, no, he doesn't get it. He doesn't have it, and now he's going to die because of it. 33 going to be run down with a static link. Bump back by the Flame Break. Oh, my goodness.
And this is why they keep swapping.
How much is it? How much experience? I need to know. 12 experience. That's what separated him from having borrowed time and possibly surviving through that. Rough times. Sam H, you TP down here, my friend. Now you have to burrow your way out, Peter. He knows the escape route out of Sam H, but here comes fast TPs from TNC. They finally found him with the Eclipse. Most of it goes onto the Tiny, but now the Bat Rider will end up falling. Cuckoo. No real damage coming out now. Armel's going to be able to provide that damage with the Impale. 33 is going to be able to take that off. Robotic Shield tossed forward under Armel. He doesn't have a blink up anytime soon.
Nice race.
Good rotation from CCNC, ensuring that Optic's dive does go well for them.
Yeah. TNC bring 4, so Optic bring the entire 5-man squad. I like that move a lot. That's going to secure some kills, slow things up a little.
It does mean that the Razor, who was the one hero that wasn't in that fight, will take a tower.
Yeah. Raven has been so untouched in this game. He's 3-0.
He's going to try and make sure that he does not trade out a tower.
Yeah, they're going to scan, know that they're behind there, so no further aggression.
Speaking of behind there, Cuckoo.
Dude,
Cuckoo is crazy. He is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
He was messing with those creeps for way too long. Eventually, they did punish him, and they're even going to go for what looks like the Ultra Value Shrine.
You think he could do it? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Needs a close range. Not going to get it.
Relatively close, though. This Queen of Pain is almost 2 levels behind the Shadow Fiend now.
A rough death earlier. Stalling up Armel's game quite a bit.
Yeah. They even tried to gank CCNC. He was able to avoid TNC.
Down to the bottom lane, Tims has a Vendetta. They don't have any sentries, but they spot Raven. So they start backing up, but they are going to be able to get the stun out. Raven will be able to start getting some damage onto Pycat. Telekinesis, a little bit longer to Sable. They will be able to finish him off. Now they're going to look for more. Robotic Shield attempted by 33. Couldn't get there in time. Sam H flies away, trying to deter Optic from pursuing. A lot of their heroes are quite low. Raven's going to get out with just 100 HP.
I like that move from Pycat, where he tried to loosen bring him down with the Maledict, but Raven, so tanky, has all of his team's kills so far. 4-0 in this game. Easily at the top of the net worth charts. As the score is 4-5, very close game overall.
While that was happening, CCNC pushed in mid with his Siege Wagon. Didn't get the last hit, though. Tims and Sam H both rotated mid and denied the tower. A little bit concerning, though, because TNC, we said they kind of needed to get off to a good start, run around, kill some heroes, and Optic are just playing together so much that TNC is not able to win these fights.
Optic. They're going to grab this bottom tower. Pycat going to get the last hit. Got to get this guy as farmed as possible. Tims. Invised up. Mask of Madness is pop, but he shouldn't have the damage just by himself. He's just going to walk around.
Maybe get a courier? Get
that
that courier. Okay, now get out.
Run!
Zai's going to try and pursue. CNC is also here.
They are
Run
chasing
for the hills,
this.
Tims. Oh, they thought he went into there and TP'd out, but Tims just looped around.
Zai, just completely whiffs. All right, Tims just gets out for free. Nice stun by him. Good play.
Yeah. Queen of Pain, Veil of Discord. Big increase in damage. This Quap's gotta kind of get rolling here. Start getting some kills.
Almost a Yule Scepter. on the Shadow Fiend, but Armel's done a good job of catching back up despite that early death. Has not participated in any kills, but has yet to die again. So he's just farming.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Some damage on a tier 2 is always welcome. 33, meanwhile, trying to get the Helmet Dominator online. So he can split push with the neutral creep and still play around his Luna or his SF.
Seen CNC missing some of those raises onto the creeps. Tims is continuing to wait around this area. Gonna bait out Zai. Stun.
Pump fake, and does land it. Not quite enough to kill Zai by itself. He actually gets a toss up in the air, and now it's going to be Tims who dies. Zai just barely stayed alive. Something like 20 HP.
Thought that was going to be a free kill for a second for Tims.
Right, unless you get the most amazing paralyzing task of your life. That is definitely not going to be any damage on
That is
Armel.
a very unlikely kill for quite some time. You have to wait for Armel to overcommit.
Yeah.
This is, I think, the only way that you're going to get a kill on him. Anytime soon, anyways. Blink Dagger just complete by the Bat Rider. That might force them to go for a smoke. I would really like them to go for a smoke.
A nice blink in, pull back, get the static link. Once you've got damage on Raven, Optic can't really fight.
You see what they're doing? They know that Pyket's here.
Yeah, because the vision.
Yeah, they're going to scan. They might even place a deeper ward and go for this kill. This would be a really big kill. They know that it has to be Pyket up here.
Yeah, no one else is really going to be farming that area, and they do manage to catch him. See if they can blow him up fast enough. Zion's going to try and come in with the avalanche. They manage to get off the Optic shields. It's not going to be enough save. 33 is now trapped among a slew of heroes, and he's got to find a way out of this one. Cuckoo has actually stolen Optic shield. That's going to allow him to be able to live through this bit of aggression. Ultimate goes out. Optic shield still keeping him alive. Cuckoo finally will die. Now Peter Pan Dam came into the shrine area, activated it. Going to be beaten down by Raven.
By one.
A bump back from the flame break on CCNC pushes away the rest of Optic. And finally, TNC. We said they had to get online early. They had to get some kills. And they finally win an engagement. 1 for 3 exchange.
And the kill onto Pyket is going to be massive for them. Everybody from Optic tried to respond in kind, but they were just a little bit too late. Once you lose your primary damage dealer, that's a difficult fight for them. They do get a kill on the Rubik for all their troubles, but probably wasn't worth the other 2 heroes going down.
On Invis Rune, that's another opportunity in 40 seconds for Sam H to get an easy kill.
Tim's once again playing in the same area. He spots the courier, trying to get to it. It gets spotted. They know he's there, and you've got to stop him.
Peter's just running.
Yeah.
He saw that Nyx assassin. He said he couldn't get the courier. He's after me next, boys.
Guys, help.
Not even level 6 at 16 minutes. Peter is playing the traditional hard 6 role.
You see this ward that they placed really deep?
Yeah.
That's a spot to make sure. See if anyone's going to rotate down. That's to try to spot
Luna's rotation into
Yeah.
the triangle, right? It also sees couriers.
and it makes it so that it's difficult for, like, you can judge intent based off of that ward.
Yeah.
It's the most important part.
And it's a hard ward to counter ward as
Yeah.
well. You put it directly in the triangle, that is oftentimes going to be sentry.
Oh, they know for sure. I think they
Dire's
might throw
bottom
another
tower
ward down
is
there,
under
or
attack.
another sentry thinking,
Oh.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Because they haven't found a ward anywhere else yet.
yeah, PPD has to be pretty confused.
Tower's
right now.
down. 33 is still going to complete his TP, though. Not sure what they're going to do with this, and this is a big pickup, the BKB for the Razor.
That is an early BKB.
Yes, it is.
They don't
Even
have
before
the,
the
best way
Force
to-
Staff of the Luna.
Yeah, they don't have the best ways to deal with that item.
But William, you told me that Razor was going to pop his BKB, and so was the Luna.
Yeah, well,
Not anymore.
she's going for Pike. It's even better.
That's true. As long as he could break the static link, get away from some of these heroes. But CCNC, he can't get away.
Tims is looking for more. Look at this, the backline.
He found Peter Pan. Dan managed to get a 2-man stun. They're going to fight this one out with the BKB. Now it's just a question of how many heroes can they actually grab. With the Eclipse going out, that's going to do not a whole lot of damage at all. Tims actually tanks it up with the Spike Carapace. Spike Cat turns, tries to finish off Tims. Not going to be good enough. Meanwhile, 33 He's going to be chased down here. Does not have a TP for 27 seconds. Toss back. Almost trying to get Tims. They got him with a miscoil. 33, though. He knows that is all they're going to get. They got 2 kills, but got wiped in the process.
And he pops the Eclipse. But the BKB, the early pickup, Raven was not greedy at all this game. Did not go for an SNY. He wanted to just continue to get aggressive. This guy is so good in this game. 9-0-3. His aggression is leading the way right now.
Raven
CCNC going down immediately made things so rough. They have no real way to save him if the Abaddon is not in position. And he was not. You saw what Tims did, right?
Yeah.
They knew that the Shadow Fiend kill was theirs. So Tims looks for the backline to make sure, get vision for his Queen of Pain so that Armel can play for free.
Yeah, 2-man stun just means there was no response from Optic during that time they killed the SF. Raven, who's long been lauded as one of the best carries coming out of Southeast Asia. Hell, one of the best carries in the world.
Yeah, that was so sick. That was just good team play overall.
Oh, they gotta get the courier. Nyx Assassin is right there.
That ward.
That ward has done so much work. Even if it gets sentryed now, it won't matter.
And Tims might go down. He gets a stun.
Yeah, he's going to get Avalanche Toss, Paralyzing Cast, Maledict, everything for him. But he says space created, and you will always trade a hero kill for a courier, right?
Super worth in that position. That is the second courier now. Optic immediately go for the smoke.
Okay.
They're trying to walk into Roche Pit.
This is very all in from them.
TNC, do they know Cuckoo's going to walk past this area? He is completely unawares.
Zai shows himself in the mid lane too.
Cuckoo, it looks like for a second he was going to go check. Thought that something was up, but...
Imagine if he checked and threw out Paralyzing Cast that he's stolen. Oh, Bat Rider. Oh, Sticky Napalm reveals. It's too late. Optic have already taken it.
And a nice sneak to try to right the ship a little bit. 4K gold lead for TNC. They really needed something like that. And team fights weren't going to happen because of this early BKB pickup. I think they needed to go for something like that. They get away with it. You got to play decisively. It's a best of 1.
Yeah.
You don't get a redo.
So what do you do? Like, as TNC, you don't want your momentum stopped at this point, right?
Yeah.
But the enemy team has just picked up an Aegis.
I think you still might go for the fight.
Okay, you
That's
just
what
still
Sam H
play
is looking for right
aggressive.
now.
Oh, good call, good call. Scan, spotting out Sam H's positioning here. So the Luna should not get caught.
Yeah,
they're going to bait it out.
So Sam H might think he's just going to get a free kill on this Luna.
Oh, but it's Armel who finds a kill on Zai at the bottom lane.
It's Tims once again just scouting everything out.
33. He's going to try. Oh, no, he doesn't get it in time. The Aphotic Shield doesn't go off, but they still can't kill Pycat. But it also means that Sam H might be able to juke this one out. He just needs 5 seconds for his Blink Dagger. Into the trees he goes, and they cannot pursue. That's just space for Armel to start banging on that tier 2. Might even be able to take it.
That bait only works if they get the kill in return.
And they had no disable, even if they Aphotic Shield instantly.
Tims is... These Southeast Asian Nyx players just today are doing some crazy stuff.
What a nice guy. Sets the Armel up for clearing the creep wave.
Armel going to get the last hit onto that tier 2 tower. Optic wants something in return. They've got the Aegis. It should be them playing aggressively. And so they are. They're going to grab this tower.
Sam H using the Firefly means that TNC is very unlikely. Okay, maybe they are going to fight. They're TPing in mass rotations here. The Razors coming in from behind.
Look at Tims.
They're going to be able to spot out Peter Pan. Damn, they're catching him. But the ultimates go down. CCNC instantly blows out the Bat Rider. Stealing a lot of damage away from Pycat, though. Raven laying it back into him. Should be able to finish him off. Now Armel from the side, slowing down CCNC, but the BKB is now warrowed off on Raven. He's going to have to be careful with his positioning as he didn't manage to finish off Pycat. Pycat takes another bit of a nuke and was dropped quite low. Pycat finally goes down, losing that Aegis, but now Raven activating the Shrine, has a Maledict on him. They just got to make a full retreat. TNC trying to get out of here. Kuko has a miscoil, turns to go for a deny on himself. Didn't get it in time, though. The Eclipse mini-stun prevents him from acting it out.
And Armel ignoring this, just continuing to go for the split push, not interested in this engagement. That was another BKB charge used by the Razor. They do manage to nab the Luna's Aegis. So any further 5-man aggression might be slowed down on the side of Optic. Tims scouting that out, thought they had a free kill. Sam H gets caught by the combo by CCNC. Really nicely played by him.
This is curious. We'll wait for Tim's to spot this out. Looks like he's fine.
This is like Tim's spot. This guy lives here.
So what do you think about this Shiva's build for Armel's second item?
There's not a whole lot of stuns. The only thing that could potentially kill him is the SF Yules combo, but he's got a Yules of his own.
Yeah.
So what is he supposed to grab? Lincoln's doesn't really do anything for him here.
Feel
Orchid gets hard countered by the Abaddon shield.
Yeah.
You're going to get a BKB on Luna at some point.
But we have seen Orchid still be effective against Abaddons, where you put it on the Abaddon rather than any of the other heroes.
I think the armor makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Considering the presence of the Dark Lord on top of that.
Yeah. It's a nice little nuke. We'll be able to get some good vision for these team fights as well. Stealing Miscoil, 33. Not sure if he's doing this on purpose, making sure he doesn't get up. Oh, they managed to find the Luna though. Zai instantly responds, tries to blow up Raven, but he has the BKB, and only going to take a little bit of damage. He's worn out on the Luna, has taken most of that damage, so he'll just focus on some of the supports now. Peter Van Dam is going to be caught as well. I like that Raven didn't overextend chasing the Luna too much.
Yeah, that was not easy for them. That was good discipline. They take what they can get. They get 2 kills.
And a tower, it seems.
This mid tower has stayed alive for some time for Optic. It's enabled them to make those more aggressive plays, but now they're going to lose it. And this top push, Sam H has already started it. He's got boots of travel. He didn't notice Cap.
Why do you think he went for that?
Try to be mobile.
Okay.
Global presence for kills. At some point you'll get like travels too.
Yeah.
Just go for the Nyx bombs.
Oh, okay.
Dire's top tower has
Rubik and Nyx Assassin currently sitting on top of Zai. They spot CCNC mid. Tim's just kind of poking at him, doesn't really have any backup. Okay, maybe he does with the Yule Scepter. He's going to slow him down long enough that CCNC is going to be forced into the BKB, and that's all they wanted in the first place.
That's his 10-second BKB. CCNC wasn't really certain who else was near or behind. And although he's had a pretty good game, 3-1-4, that 10-second BKB does not feel good to use.
Optic, who were 1 game away from being able to, if they just beat Keen, would have been top of their group, wouldn't have to worry about these tiebreakers. And now that they are in these tiebreakers, their first match against TNC, who they beat previously, they are now down and being pressured. CCNC going to be pulled back. 33 had already had the Optic shield on cooldown, so CNC is already dead. Borrowed time popped early. 33 trying to heal himself up. The backlines, Cuckoo's dropping a little bit low. Zai goes for the kill on Armel. Managed to get a Maledict on him. Turns, tries to get off the ultimate. Unable to do so. He's popped by the Maledict. Now, Pycat on the run. Goes for a Pycat, but they're turned around with a Vendetta hit. What a monstrous amount of damage. 33 has no borrow time either. Nice use of the spike carapace. Tim's Nyx Assassin is looking so hot right now. They managed to get the avalanche onto Sam H, but he is slowing down Zai. Good toss back. That's going to break the link, but he's still going to be caught by the Yule Scepter. Peter thinks he can get a good paralyzing cask in, but again, the spike carapace is there, slowing down this time the Witch Doctor, who has the sticky napalm on him. With the buybacks coming out from Zai, they give up, but Zai is going to be able to pounce onto Sam H. He just needs 1 hit. The avalanche will do the trick. 20-15, an 8,000 gold lead. It was a win for TNC. Optic just get the last word in the team fight thanks to the buyback of Zai.
Very nicely done by TNC. That aggression and the Yule Scepter pickup from Tims. No Blink Dagger. Decides to go for the Yules first. That has been huge. Optic, they get the Sentry so late. Pycat just walks into that trap. Tim starts shouting, "Look at me, guys. I'm going to get the stun off onto this Luna." And the focus fire was immediately there from everybody.
Yeah.
And the Abaddon, they saw that he had used the shield. They pre-shielded CCNC.
He
thought he was just doing him a favor.
I don't know why they would ever pre-shield in that situation where you could get jumped on.
He just didn't expect that from that position.
He's going for an Ether Lens right now, just trying to get that extra range for the Aphotic shield to make sure he can get it off before the Bat Rider staffs people away.
That had nothing to do with the range, though.
Yeah, that had everything to do with
just using it there. CCNC didn't have the BKB. They knew that from the previous gank attempt.
This is kind of a cool build from Tim's, going the Hood of Defiance now and into a pipe.
is under
So
attack.
as a forward position, he will try and get the sustain items. Nyx Assassins don't really need a whole lot.
Right now, Optic, they're playing so reactively towards this Nyx. Only dropping sentries where they know he's been, but
Radiant
he's not a
is
repeat
standing.
offender. Tims around this mid area. This has got to be so frustrating for them.
Dire's
This is not the
bottom
kind of
tower
Dota that
is
Optic
under
want to play
attack.
where one hero is scaring them off the map. That's exactly what's happening right now.
Pycat's trying to get a Linken's. Deal with the static link. Deal with the lasso as well.
They picked up a gem. They are tired of this guy.
All right, well, especially with the buyback being used by Zai in that last engagement, they really cannot afford another team fight loss.
Got a Lincoln's on Luna.
TNC is not rushing it though. The Aegis is coming in quite soon.
Their lineup doesn't do it very easily.
TNC's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they can go for it. They can defend it all they want because they've got Bad Rider. But their Queen of Pain doesn't have a right-click build, so it's difficult for her to go for. They'd have to resoundingly route Optic. They're going to run into the sentries here.
It helps when you can kill a bunch of wards.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom
Optic
tower
coming back
is
around
under
mid.
attack.
Optic thinking about seeing if they can catch TNC from behind.
Tims
They're
would
right.
be a big kill.
They just might run into Tims here with the gem. Oh no! The
He
smoke
spots them
pop,
all.
but Zai was not on the front lines and they dropped the sentries a little bit
They
too
need to
late.
get out.
Now Tims, he's going to start running forward. He knows that Optic are in a bad position. Zai actually going to jump onto Cuckoo. Cuckoo going to be healed up. The Hooded Defiance pipe, not enough to be able to save him though. And Optic, now knowing it's a 4 versus 5 with some of these heroes still being controlled up by the Paralyzing Cask, are going to try and chase them down. Zai has a blink up. 1 second. He's a little bit far away from Raven though, so he doesn't even try. Just a support Rubik that goes down.
Yeah, for a 5-man smoke. And he only died because he ran really far forward.
Yeah, he thought he was going to do...
Cuckoo thought he was being... This is going to be sick. This will kill.
Yeah, what did he tried to steal from the Abaddon?
No idea. Probably the shield.
So he just risked his life to see if he can get the Aphotic Shield.
They're going for
And
Roshan.
now, inside the Roshan pit,
They need
against
Sam
a
Age.
10,000 gold lead, Ashiva's going to be able to do some good vision. Nice stun onto 33. See if they can actually pop the borrow time. Tims gets a little bit low, but he does have the Hooded Defiance protecting him. But Paralyzing Cast is just destroying them right now. Sam H tries to jump forward. Couldn't really get the lasso he wanted, though.
BKB
Optic.
pop on CCNC, and I think this is going to force Optic back. TNC,
Still.
they don't do it very easily, and that's why Optic is so willing to give up on this area,
Yeah.
because they know there's no urgency.
Smoke up from TNC.
They got to win
They
the
may
fight
not have
first.
Firefly, but they're still going to try. 5 seconds till Firefly's up. Tim's going to be leading the way with the Vendetta. CCNC gets himself onto the high ground, knowing that this could be a very key engagement for them, and it's so hard to get up into that area. Optic themselves are actually going to give up on that high ground area, getting near the Roshan pit. Blink
Nice
for
blink.
blink. Oh. Bat Rider baits Zai into trying to step out. Now Optic going to go into the Roshan pit immediately. They think the TNC is far enough away and they can actually take this Roshan, but they may be wrong. TNC, Armel is going to come forward with the Shiva, slowing down some of these heroes. 33 on the outside lines, kind of getting targeted here, but now inside the pit, Eclipse goes down. BKB activated, trying to throw out all the damage, and they will nuke down this Luna. Doesn't really do enough. Now CNC is quite low as well.
There's
Aegis pick
Aegis.
up. Armel managed to snatch it before the SF could grab it up, and now the buybacks funneling out from Optic, but they're losing this team
Everyone's
fight
dead.
handedly.
Both cores on the side of Optic buyback, thinking that there's going to be more opportunity. TNC dominate that fight. The last hit of the Roshan, I think, went to the Shadow Fiend's
Yes.
ulti, but Armel picks up the bigger prize in both the Aegis and the Cheese. Optic, they hard committed for that.
Dire's middle tower
We're
is
not
under
prepared.
Dire's middle
Razor
tower
once
has
again just walks in with the BKB. The Luna Eclipse is largely wasted. Tims is right there with them.
Lincoln's slow down Yule Scepter on self. CCNC disengages, but will not stop this push on a tier 3. Now, the rest of the allies are coming up soon, so maybe just maybe they can keep the melee racks alive just because TNC's damage is a bit slow, but it's not looking like it.
They're going to grab this for sure. They've got Aegis and Cheese.
And the
Optic,
gem.
Optic cannot afford to take a bad fight with only 3 heroes up. They've got to be really patient about this. If either of the cores die, that'll just be game. TNC, even though they don't really have the best tower hitters, it's still so scary when you've used both those core buybacks.
Yeah. Now we're going to go for the Orchid Bloodthorn for our Mel Quap against the Baden.
Yeah, now I'm okay with him going for it.
Yeah.
He went for the tank, just got a lot of mobility, makes it hard for him to die.
And boy, that Chivas was good in the Roshan pit.
Oh, yeah. That was their own version. Just like check inside.
Yeah.
I feel like Pycat needs a BKB. People just run at him. He gets stunned once, even with the Lincolns. Like, this Lincolns is not doing what is intended. And if you look at 33's build, he's decided to go for the Aether Lens. Like, this should be enough with the Aphotic Shield. They have to rely on him more. Queen of Pain decided to go for the AoE Shadow Strike, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I've been seeing a lot of Quaps doing this lately.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think they think it's just like this constant back and forth of the Quap. All right, change up. Scythe of Ice instead.
Trying to ping that area.
Like, it's here. The word's here. It's not.
They've got Zai's gem on Tim's right now.
Yeah. All right, Bat Rider, time for a sick double lasso, my friend. He might just be able to grab the... Well, if he grabs the Abaddon, he can pop Borrow Time at least to take it off and then a Aphotic Shield. But if he grabs any other two, there's just... He's not going to be able to stop it with just an Aphotic Shield. Toss forward. Trying to catch him with the Avalanche. Control stun up on the front lines, but Armel does manage to get off the Yule Scepter, and it's the Witch Doctor who dies instead. Armel will be healed by the Aphotic Shield a little bit coming out from Cuckoo, protecting him against that Maledicт.
And Raven, 18-0-6, has yet to die in this game.
And now they manage to get the lasso jump in. Cuckoo trying to control up 33, instantly pops a Borrow Time, gets off the Aphotic Shield on CCNC, lets it rip, does manage to get off the BKB as well, but TNC not really threatened that much until the buyback of Zai. Maybe this will turn the tides, but a Spike Carapace onto Luna as well as CCNC's SF. Good control, but a nice toss back from Zai. Into the fountain they go, healing up and trying to go back in, but they've already lost their melee racks, and TNC is now focusing on the range. They're going to get that. Optic can't seem to re-engage. And now CNC is going to be the one targeted. Aphotic Shield not going to be good enough to be able to save him. CCNC, Yule Scepters himself can't stop this. The Avalanche is not going to be good enough either. CCNC goes down. Armel in the front line has an Aegis, so he doesn't care if he dies as long as they beat Optic down and force them to surrender. Raven died at the bitter end, but it was after the GG call, so we will forgive him that.
He, in my mind, went 19-0 in this game. His item choices were impeccable. He took those fights at very good angles, stayed on top of that Luna at all times. That was a beast of a Razor, and Tim's, this guy was everywhere. He sniped 2 couriers. He made them so afraid on the map. He started so many different fights. The pivotal one that they found them in the jungle, he was right on top of Pycat. The one they found in their own jungle, he caught the 2 heroes with